Zombie is getting the Shelby GT350 front fascia today. What's going on, you guys? Back here with another video. Today I'm going to be helping out my buddy Georgie, aka Zombie 50, install his Shelby GT350 front fascia on his car. So right now we're just getting the car up on jacks. You guys have seen me do, you guys saw me remove my bumper to install my grill. You guys saw me do my buddy's grill. So you guys have seen us do a couple of these bumper removals and grill installs. So I'll just bring you guys along, but I'm definitely not going to do a step-by-step just because there's so many. And if you do want a step-by-step, go check out one of my videos. I have a couple of those where I do show you step-by-step. But basically all it is open up the hood, you remove the radiator cover, just a couple plastic tabs, and then you go up underneath, you remove all the bolts, which there is a couple of them, bolts and tabs underneath to loosen the bottom of the bumper up. Then you turn in here, you turn your tires, you get a couple of these screws and tabs, and then the hardest one of them all, and we all know it and dread it, is the bolt that's coming in like this, holding this in place.
That fucking bitch.
That's the hard one. So that's probably what takes us the longest out of this whole thing. But we get those on each side, and then I believe that's it. I know there's a couple bolts on here underneath the radiator cover that we need to get, and that's it. The whole thing will pop off and get out. Now the biggest thing, I think what we're gonna have to figure out is exactly how this bottom piece mounts to the rest of the bumper itself, because it's two pieces. Where'd you say it was from?
Icon Motorsports.
Icon Motorsports. So we'll probably look into their website and see if they have any hardware that they recommend or any instructions. But I mean, once we figure out how this mounts to this, everything else is pretty much the same as any other.
This is gonna be the easiest piece. It's just the bottom piece.
Yeah. Everything else is gonna be pretty much the same install as every other bumper install that we've done. And then of course we got to mount the, what is it, the turn signal lights here.
Yeah.
So we got to mount those there as well. So we got to get those off of the stock bumper and put them on these as well. So we'll get cracking on this. Alright, so I took off all the ones from up here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up here, and then 2 in there underneath the rubber. So that's 8. Georgie's working on that bolt. That's a bitch that's right here. He took the fender off to be able to get in there a little better. I don't remember, dude. I think it's like an 8. And now I'm gonna get up under here and unclip all the clips and screws in here. Should have this bumper off in no time. Alright, so like 30 minutes later, it's out. Getting pretty damn good at this, huh?
Yep, it's about 20 minutes. Now you can see where my grill lights are at. The secret's out.
Alright, so I was right, you guys, when it came down to this bumper. In order to hold the bottom lip to the bumper itself, you needed to remove these parts off of your stock bumper that holds your stock, whether you have the performance pack or just base pack, front lip. So you got to get this hardware off along with these screws, attach them like I did here, and then you put the screw down and the screw will hold it in place like that. So you go all alongside and slide these tabs in, and here you can actually, here, can you record that one?
Yep.
Double camera, double fisting. So you can actually see where like it slides right on. There's a spot for it. Let's bring it in right here. There's a spot for it there, and you can see the clip just clips in place. So,
Hey-o.
So you just move along the line, like that. And now that I'm looking at it, you're actually gonna have to take off the rest from the stock bumper to use on this side, because there's still like 3 or 4 more holes over there. So you just come right down the line. And we have no instructions for these guys for this setup here. Like, we have no instructions for this. We're kind of just
figuring it out as we go.
Yeah, taking a stab at it. Luckily, this was the right thing to do. So we're good. We're good here. So we got 6 supporting screws here. We'll remove the other pieces from the stock bumper and put them in here, and that'll hold this there. And that should be pretty much it. And then we could put the splash shield that's on the floor. Put that splash shield on this. And then this whole thing back on the car. And then from there, we just got to figure out how the lights go in here, which Georgie's going to try to go over there and try to take them off.
I'll figure that out.
How it goes in here. So, cool. We're moving along, guys.
Hella fast, too.
Alright, you guys, so after looking at it further and looking at the stock one, over here on the edges, it's actually just, like right here for these, it's actually just a plastic push pin style tab that holds it in place. So screws up front, push pin styles here. So we'll get the push pin style, these clips off of the stock ones and throw them on this side. But here we go, air tools. So I will say, you guys, I do like this kit. I think Icon did a pretty good job of allowing you to incorporate your stock hardware, not having to run out and whatnot and get your own. But basically what I was trying to tell you guys is this would go here, just like the stock one. The stock splitter actually used all this same hardware. You just squeeze them together, push the plastic tab in, and that's it. Move along and do the rest. Alright, so originally looking at this, when I held it up, the splash shield is shorter, not as wide as the bumper itself. So I figured, fuck, dude, it's you know, it's meant to be ran with that one. But actually, Georgie came over here and he noticed these tabs are hanging, so it makes sense. The splash shield sits on these tabs like that, so they'll connect onto those there. And then these 6 screws do line up, so we'll use these 6 screws and then push tabs for these. So good catch, Georgie.
Yeah, America.
All right, let's get this on. So on this side, it looked pretty cool actually without the grills. But anyway, so this whole grill thing pops off from the back. It's all tabs. If you guys have done a grill install, it's all tabs like these. They just snap right in. So this will basically snap right in there. And you got to take this off to mount the light, the original light, onto these. And again, it looks like it's using the same hardware. George used these bolts to take off this light off of the original bezel for the original bumper. And he's using the same hardware to put it back on.
Yep.
Yeah, huh? Yep, just like that. And again, remember you guys are getting rid of the fog lights when you guys go with this route with the Shelby GT350 front fascia. So we'll put on the rest of the hardware.
It.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to retrofit it and do something nice and fancy in here. But anyways.
I haven't got time for that.
Cool. So we're gonna put these. So we're gonna put these back into these new Shelby GT350 housings and mount it up on the bumper itself. Alright, you guys, it's for right now it's just snapped back inside in place. We snapped these on in place. Looks good, man.
Oh, you see the lights more now?
We got the lights, the directional turn signal lights in there. So they're looking pretty solid. So now let's just get all the bolts that we originally took off on, and we should be good to go. So we'll knock this out. This install was a little more involved just because we had to mess with the bezels, take off the bezels off the stock bumper and put it on these and the lights and stuff. But besides that, I mean, the whole bumper itself was pretty easy. It's just like any other regular bumper removal and install. So cool, let's get it going. All right, though, so there she is. Like I said, fitment's pretty good, not bad at all. It's on. Of course, it does need to still be wrapped. So Georgie will take care of that with his zombie wrap. And yeah, Shelby GT350 front fascia. It was actually kind of fun working on one. I could say that I installed one now, and it looks good, man. I like it. So that's pretty much it. It didn't take us too long. It took us maybe 2.5 hours. The fitment is not bad at all. I actually like how it doesn't pop out too much. But that's pretty much it. George is gonna put the radiator cover back on, and we'll call it a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little install video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.